say she is dead.
You're stupid. She just fell unconscious.
The commoners claim it's our prince's doing.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Above their station.
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
What's stopping them?
The knights, Adernian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me!
What do you want?
I'm Skillen Burden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorveth.
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off! We need to act quickly.
Damn, Yorveth is a boss, man.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure. Roll it down, you surly dog!
Alright, this is
Saskia's on the pier with Henselt at the gate.
this is getting pretty crazy. Alright, it's pointing me over here in this direction,
Say,
so...
Witcher, come over here.
What would the prince
Who,
gain
you?
with the Virgin's death?
What do you want?
We of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to songs praising the nobility. Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles ruling the world.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plough your fields. Farewell.
Give us this whole
Wow,
power!
that was a complete waste of time talking to that fucker.
Guilt must be proven. Otherwise, it's vigilante
Who's
justice.
next?
It's good to see
Dwarves?
someone's taking care of it.
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing. because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, Avenger Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
What did you say? An itch in the dyer's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Interesting.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
Thorax? Okay. This is getting somewhere interesting, kind of. So...
See you at the inn. We'll grab a beer.
Find out about the chalice or get more opinions. Let's see. Well, it's pointing us in the direction now
Serfs
for
and
that.
lords will never be on the same side.
Is there anybody else worth talking to?
Give us this horsepower!
Rolling dung, you son!
I'd gladly hear your opinion on the situation.
Finally, someone reasonable. It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf who then did what he was told.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and the prince.
Something to think about.
Change your tone when we put a sick
Rolling dung, you
I can tell
surly
you what you
dog!
lost with her life.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel?
Those witches be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Vergen instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones. What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage, but he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal, our way.
And the non-humans?
We have enough dung on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Away with them!
Farewell.
Give us this horsepower. Enough of this charade.
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough. Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel.
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scanlan Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why. The mongrel covets the crown.
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the Vergen sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much, then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The witch is right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
Oh man, this is getting really deep.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Edirn? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Edirn, can judge me. Can he? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
Wow. They weren't kidding when they said I am very limited on time. I really wanted to go talk to the other people, the other supposed cup maker and stuff like that, but as soon as I talked to that last guy, that was it. They were like, yep, time's up. The thing that I find interesting about that at the end is that, you know, Stennis didn't want to give up his blood because he's just a dick, right? He's like that, just stubborn and, you know, that sort of thing. If he wanted to help prove his innocence, right, through Saskia or something like that, then why not just give up his blood, which he knows is part of the cure to bring her back? I mean, isn't that the way this has been going so far? Like, we went to talk to him, and in his chambers and stuff like that, we were like, I believe the conversation involved like taking his blood and stuff like that. Now would be out, you know what I'm saying? Like, now would be a great time, like in good faith, to show his willingness to help out the cause in bringing Saskia back to health. Well, well, well. Mind I join you?
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope. There's a weak signal nearby, probably on the other side.
In the Kedweni camp?
You'll have to pass through the mist.
I always thought you were the dominatrix type.
The mist is full of wraiths.
I'll help you. I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll show you the way through. I'll find you when you enter the mist.
Farewell, then.
We still need royal blood.
I know. Henselt.
We need his blood, not his death.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a kingslayer?
What? That's it? No more spanking? Oh, don't mind me. Go on, continue. Please, by all means. Back to sleep. God, you're one nappy bitch. And you! So you are more than just a Padawan. You are a paddle one. That was a terrible joke. You know, paddles, spanking. Alright, never mind. I don't know, man. This feels like a suicide mission to me, but rarely have I been put into a position that I felt was impossible to overcome in a Witcher game. That's for sure. So far, the Witcher 2 has been pretty, how can I say, reasonable with its large difficulty spikes. I mean, with the one exception, maybe, of the fight versus Letho. That fight was just insane.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Your eyes or eye? Oh man, this seems really nuts, but I do have a familiar line to add to this. Enter the mists. There you are. Alright. Get a move on, Owl. Oh boy. Whoa, 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 get your ass back over there. That was way too far. Come on, Owl, go, move. Where the hell are we going? I don't even know. Am I following the owl, or is the owl following me? I can't tell. What the hell? How do I even navigate this map? It looks like we're going this way? Maybe through that water? Because these are like impassable rock faces, aren't they? So we would go, I think, maybe across this water and then this way or something? I don't know. Just, what the... Oh, no. No, not this shit. Come on now. Shit. Here we go. No, I don't want anything to do with you, Draugr. Just kill these race. Give me back my owl. Whoa. Where are you? There you are. Come on, let's go. Move like you got a purpose, owl. Go, go, go. No stopping. Come on, you can... Surely you can fly faster than this. See me? I'm on foot. You have wings. I'm faster than you. What is this? At least you can damn near one-shot these things. I wish I could do that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Move it, move it, move it. Go, go, go. Come on, come on, come on. Go. This is so cool, though. This is easily one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a Witcher game. There we go. I think I'm getting the hang of it, though. Go, go, go. Wait, is this the edge? Wow, that was fast. We got through that a hell of a lot faster, probably because we weren't dragging a body with us. Well, fun by me.
I can go no further. If Deathmold senses my presence...
How will I get back to Vergen?
I'll wait nearby. Hurry.
Oh, that's a shame. So, lovely romantic campfire here. We could, I don't know, trade places and take turns spanking each other. Iron Ring Shillard Fitz Orstellan's Order. What is that? Let's take a look at that. That seems kind of interesting. Here it is at the top. By order of His Imperial Majesty, I hereby command the capture of the sorceress Triss Marigold, considered to be at large in Upper Edirn. Sorceress should be brought to me alive and in secret. Not a single hair is to fall from her head. Shallard fits Orstellan. That's interesting. Perhaps that's why we can't find Triss, because she's been captured. No update from that, huh? Huh. Okay. Let's check our map real quick. Alright, so we've got... looks like a new area to explore. Or have we gone back to a place that we came from before? I can't tell. Okay. I guess we're going around that. Here we go. This game, have I mentioned before how beautiful this game is? It still blows my mind, honestly. And I'm not really one to get all hung up on graphics and stuff like that. I enjoy games just fine with, you know, even last-gen graphics for the most part. I'm just amazed at how well this game has held up. Like, graphically, it's aged so well. It really, really has. Not many games do that. Not many games at all. What the hell is that?
I knew it. Damn, I knew it was
Holy
you.
shit, it's Vergen.
When the mist started whirling, I told the boys it's Geralt of Rivia, or my name isn't Vernon Roach. Friend of yours?
Just found him. He was already dead.
Interesting. Dressed like a Vergeni. You almost made it through the fog. What's your business here?
Wow, this is nuts. I was almost expecting like a fight with him, because isn't the last time that we saw Vergen was when we were fighting with Letho and Yorvith and Vergen were fighting each other and stuff like that? Wow, what should I say to him? I think we can still trust Vergen, can't we? It's not as though he's done anything to betray our trust or anything like that.
Triss is somewhere nearby.
Still looking for your sorceress. If she came here, I'd know about it.
She's got to be here. Philippa Eilhart located her.
It seems you met the whole menagerie. Will you abandon them too when things get hot? You made your choice. Fled with the elves while Vess almost died at that horse in Laredo's house.
Ah, man. I didn't think we were really gonna get out of a conversation without this coming up.
I'm not one of your men, Roach. I didn't betray you.
I didn't say that.
But you thought it. You and your men against the whole world. Those not on your side are against you.
Don't you care about Voltest's death anymore?
The assassin kidnapped Triss, remember? Help me find her, and I promise I'll keep the word I gave you in the dungeons of Lavalette Castle.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Right. If Triss is anywhere in the area, it can only be one place. At the rear, near the riverbank, the Nilfgaardians have set up their camp. Nobody can enter it. You can get there either via some caves or by sneaking through the main camp. I'd forget the gates. Believe it or not, the whorehouse is where you need to go to enter the caves. The ladies thought they'd use that passage to service the knights and nobles, but some monsters have their lairs there. If you've had your fill of whores and monsters, to the east there's a path that leads along the riverbank. That'll get you near the canteen. You'll have to sneak the rest of the way from there.
Thanks, Roach.
Hey! I'll hold you to your promise.
Well, that wasn't as bad as it could have been, I suppose. I do feel bad. I mean, it wasn't a choice that I made willingly and without hesitation, helping Yorvith to fight Vernon. But what's done is done. There's no use questioning the past too much. What we need to do next is, I guess we need to make a choice. We're either going through a cave near a whorehouse, or following a riverbank and then sneaking through an area to get to where we want to go by the sounds of it. Now, normally I would be highly interested in a sneaking mission, but when we're talking about banging monsters and slaying whores, or slaying monsters and banging whores, potentially, that piques my interest as well. What is this? This is a marker. It looks like that's telling me to go near the riverbank by the looks of it. Or maybe it's not. Ah, wait, here's another marker right here. That was almost hard to see. Or is this the riverbank one? I can't tell. Which is which? This looks like a river. Duh. So that, I guess that would be the sneaking one. I guess. Whatever. And this is maybe the cave? Let's go check it out. First we'll go north.